Square root of 45 plus square root of 15 upon square root of 45 minus square root of 15. How do you simplify this? So in the denominator, we have radicals, and to simplify it, we rationalize the denominator. To rationalize it, we multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. So conjugate of x plus y is x minus y. Therefore, conjugate of square root of 45 minus square root of 15 will be square root of 45 plus square root of 15. Or we can simplify it and then follow the rationalization of the denominator. So there are two methods. So let's first follow method 1. So we have square root of 45 plus square root of 15 upon square root of 45 minus square root of 15. We multiply and divide by the conjugate of square root of 45 minus square root of 15, that will be square root of 45 plus square root of 15 upon square root of 45 plus square root of 15. Now this is in the form of a plus b times a plus b, so it will be a plus b whole square we can write. Then upon, and this is in the form of a minus b times a plus b, so it is in the form of differences of square, so it is a squared minus b squared. So let's write it like this: square root of 45 plus square root of 15 whole squared upon square root of 45 square minus square root of 15 square. Now a plus b whole square, it is equal to a square, so square root of 45 square plus square root of 15 square plus 2 times square root of 45 times square root of 15 upon, we remove the square root with this square, so it is 45 minus 15. Again remove the square root with the square, so it is 45 plus 15, it is equal to 60 plus 2 times square root of 45 times square root of 15. Now when square root of a times square root of b, we can also write it as a times b under square root. So this we can write it as 45 times 15 under square root. Then upon 45 minus 15 is 30. Now 60 plus 2 times square root of 45, we can write 5 times 9, and 15 as 5 times 3 under square root, then upon 30, or 60 plus 2 5 square times 9 times 3 under square root. So we can take 5 and 3 out of the square root, or we can write it like this: 5 square times square root of 9 times square root of 3 upon 30, or 60 plus 2 times, remove the square root with the square, so it is 5, and then times 3, then times of square root of 3 upon 30, or we have 60 plus 30 times square root of 3 upon 30. Now let's take 30 common, so 30 parenthesis 2 plus square root of 3 upon 30. Cancel the like factors, so it is 2 plus square root of 3. Now let's try the second method. So 45 under square root, this we can write 5 times 9 under square root plus 15 as 5 times 3 under square root upon, same here, 5 times 9 under square root minus 5 times 3 under square root, or this we can write square root of 5 times square root of 9 minus square root of 5 times square root of 3 upon square root of 5 times square root of 9 minus square root of 5 times square root of 3. Now take square root of 5 common and write square root of 9 minus square root of 3 upon square root of 5. Sorry, here it is plus. So it is plus times square root of 9 minus square root of 3. Now cancel the like factors. Now square root of 9 is 3. So 3 plus square root of 3 upon 3 minus square root of 3. Now we have to rationalize the denominator. So let's multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. So 3 plus square root of 3 upon 3 plus square root of 3. So this is 3 square plus square root of 3 square, a plus square plus b square plus 2ab. So 2 times 3 times square root of 3 upon 3 square minus square root of 3 square. So 3 square is 9 plus, remove the square root with the square. So it is 3 plus 2 times 3 is 6 times square root of 3 upon 3 square is 9 minus, remove the square root with the square. So it is 12 plus 6 times square root of 3 upon 6. Now take 6 as common. So 2 plus square root of 3 upon 6. Remove 6 here, like factor. Therefore, answer is 2 plus square root of 3.